Hello everybody, this is Ryan over at High Carb Regenerator. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe. Today I actually wanted to talk about Durian Rider and do his protocols actually work. And I also wanted to talk about whether you should eat before bed or not, because that's something I've always done, and I kind of experimented with that this week. It's being Friday. I started this on Sunday. So let's get into this. And welcome back. All right, so I wanted to talk about Durian Rider protocols because of my kind of experiment that I've done with myself since March 1st of this year. So March 1st, 2022, I decided I'm only going to eat raw food. So I did that from March 1st through Easter weekend, which was 40 days. I lost around 25 pounds, and I forgot to weigh myself before this. I meant to do that. Actually, I'm gonna weigh myself. I'm the same as I was yesterday at 264, but that's after I had 2 liters of water in the morning. I keep forgetting because the scale's down here, and I keep forgetting to come down and weigh myself before to kind of get a weight. But if I'm the same weight, I'm the same weight. So that probably means I'm around 260-ish. Cause I don't know, somewhere in there. And it's baffling maybe because all I did was add rice in. So on June 1st, which is what, Monday or Tuesday? Well, whatever Tuesday is, I'm going to start doing raw again. And I want to see what happens. This time I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to have like, not this last time, but the original time when I actually met DR. And if he sees this video, I've asked him to interview me. I don't know if it's because of my size. He won't. I don't know why he won't. He doesn't seem to want to do it. I'm absolutely baffled. I mean, like he literally can ask me for my address. I'll give it to him. He can surprise me anytime. I'm not eating anything that is not on his protocols. So I don't understand why I lose 25 pounds on raw food. And honestly, I was not restricting at all. I was probably, I don't know where it was by the end, probably about 4,000 calories a day at least, but I really don't count calories because I just kind of eat until I'm full. It's baffling my mind. I know some people have commented in this comment section that they don't lose weight on when they add cooked food in either. I don't understand. I've lost weight on cooked food before, and I've lost like 5-ish pounds in the last week, but it's taken me 6 or 7 weeks to get to that point. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand. So is it because I was eating before bed? And so that's another thing I wanted to talk about. On Sunday, I actually was not hungry at night, so I didn't eat. That was the first time that's happened. I finally got to the point. It does take me a long time to get everything down that I need. So maybe I should just be adding more sugar in. I really hope he sees this video because I would like some commentary from him. Because I was adding sugar in when I was on raw. Just because fruit really doesn't taste as good as it even used to 10 years ago. I mean, he's 100% on that. I mean, even the bananas, I'm like, I remember this used to have taste, but now it tastes just like tofu, man. Like I said, the bananas are the tofu of the raw world. They can flavor them however you want to because the shit just doesn't have a taste anymore. Now, the Thai bananas, which I'm pointing over here and looking over here, I have 2 bunches of those left. Those actually do have some flavor to them, so I probably should go get some more today. See what happens. But it's baffling the mind. I know I've said that like 300 times, man. I should put a counter up here. About this. I don't understand. Now, does it just slow progress? Because I got my blood work done and everything came back within normal except for copper of all things. I did get some copper. I'm looking at it on the ground because the place I got it from usually has everything vegan and this has gelatin in it. So I don't want to even bother with it. So I haven't been taking the copper just yet, but I don't quite understand what happens when I add cooked food in, why the weight loss, I didn't gain any weight, but it just completely stopped altogether. So I don't know. I hope he sees this. I hope he can answer this question. Let me know down in the comment section down below. Like, I know a lot of you have come with me at, like, you know, if they go off raw, then they don't, you know, a lot of people gain weight when they do that, but I don't know what they're eating. I'm eating exactly what he says to eat, but the shit is just, it's like finally, like 6 or 7 weeks later, finally coming off. And it's like, bro, this is taking too long. I mean, I guess it takes as long as it takes, but there's got to be a reason for this, right? I mean, there's got to be a reason for this. I know this is a very confusing, all over the place video, but this channel is basically an experiment to see how long it took me and what it took to get me to a weight that I'm comfortable at. I have no set goal in mind. I certainly don't want to be the 65 kilograms that he says that I should be. I'm almost 6 foot. I used to be 6 foot until my back. I've got issues with my back. You know, if I'm all the way up, I'm actually 6 foot. And he says that we should be 65 kilograms. I don't think so, bro. I have no interest in being 65 kilograms at all. I mean, 220, I'm good. 200, I'm good. I'm not looking to be anorexic. I'm not the smallest dude on the planet. I lifted for 20 years. I got all that coming with me. I'm not trying to be 65 kilograms, little anorexic dude over here. It ain't happening. But I do want to be like 200-ish, which means I've got like 60-ish pounds to go, right? Which is a lot in the scheme of things. But once the weight, I know this because I've seen it happen. Once the weight does start coming off, that shit comes off fast. I mean, fast. It just keeps on, woo, you know, like comes off. It's just like what happened to me in March. 25 pounds gone. Now, I know a lot of that was water and inflammation, but that's probably what I've got on me as it is. Anyway, I know this is a rant video. This is not a hate on Durian Rider video at all. Like, I do his protocol. I would ride my bike more, but ever since I had to have my ankle replaced, I never know what I'm going to wake up with my ankle. So I never know what one day to the other if I can even ride. Otherwise, I wouldn't even own a car. I technically don't even own a car. Somebody gave me a car because I was like, nah, I'm just going to ride everywhere. But like, there would be like entire weeks it would go by and I couldn't go anywhere because my ankles are like, bro, you know, it turns into a brick sometimes. It's gotten a lot better, and it was even better on raw than it is now. But it that carried over from the raw. It did heal quite a bit when I was on raw, quite a bit. All right, so I wanted to talk about eating at night. I used to always eat at night because it does take me a long time. I think I'm repeating myself, but here we go again. It does take me a long time to get the calories that I need down. It really does, especially on the raw or even like the high carb, low fat. It takes me a long time. So it was taking me up till like 2 hours before I go to bed to get this stuff down. But this week, for the first 3 days this week, I finally got it down like hours before I had to go to bed. And when I wake up, man, my stomach is so much flatter. So much flatter. And if I remember back, I was a little bit more awake. You know what I mean? Like you got that drowsiness in the morning. I didn't have that as much. It's very humid here right now. As you can see, I mean, I did just bounce on the trampoline. I'm sweating like crazy. Probably put the air conditioner on finally because I think that the heat and humidity are here. I like the heat, the humidity. I mean, I'll deal, but like, it does kind of mess with your sleep cycle a bit. Like you kind of get that water on the brain almost. Like, you know, anybody who lives in severe humidity knows what I'm talking about. You know, it's just like last year, or was it last year? I think it was last year during the Olympics in Tokyo. They actually had to plan the events differently because the humidity was so bad because you can't operate in. So we're going to have to turn the air conditioners on, but it doesn't always do the case. So I know that might be some of the reason I got a little extra because I'm holding, but anyway. And then the past 3 days, I think it was 2 or 3 days, I didn't get the calories in. So I've been eating at night. And boy, I did notice a difference. So I'm going to get all the calories in as soon as I can in the day. Saying that, I've been up for like 45 minutes and I still haven't eaten yet because I wanted to get some stuff done. I got to stop doing that. If nothing else, I'm going to do some sugar water in the morning just so I can get other stuff done. So that experiment, he's 100% on that. I know I've seen a video of his where he talked about that like years ago, maybe 2019 or something like that. And this isn't 100% during rider protocol because I got to ride my own road here, man, because I like the trampoline. He doesn't even ever talk about the trampoline at all. Like at all. I do like it quite a bit. Quite a bit. When my ankle's in really bad shape, I somehow still can bounce, but I can't ride. I don't know if it's the rotation or what, but and there's other things that I'm more into, like the spiritual and stuff like that. And I'm not like woo getting out crystals and stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do like that kind of end of it. I know he used to talk about that a little bit, but not anymore. Anyways, this has been a total ramble. I'm going to save you guys any more rambling. I think I'm going to call it here, but maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe it's because I think about it quite a bit because I got to talk about it on camera. Well, I don't have to, but I love talking about it on camera. I want to get to the bottom of this. And it's weird because I know I've had people since I started this channel tell me how much weight they've lost just doing whatever it is that I say. So it's crazy to me that for me, and I do tend to get stuck around 260, 265. This has happened to me quite a few times. I don't know. I do hope he sees this. I hope he interviews me because I want to quiz him about this stuff because I want to get the information out there. I mean, you have to watch like 200 of his videos to get everything that I want to ask him. But anyways, you got any comments, questions, leave them down below. Give me a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.